Hello, welcome, I'm Devil Sniper and today I'm bringing you FIFA 13 Career Mode information regarding the new features. I really do enjoy Career Mode and I've been starting to do Career Mode actually on YouTube. So when I found this article, it really excited me about FIFA 13 and a Career Mode. There is a video that I will be linking from EA, and also I'm going to do an image breakdown from there covering some of the aspects in this video, but predominantly in this video it's going to be basically have a little look and a discussion about the new features and show you some images that are readily available on the internet. So this website that I'm looking at the moment is FIFAsoccerblog.com, and all the articles that I think are relevant for FIFA 13 that they've gathered, I will link all of those articles because this is really an amazing site. So let's discuss international management. So at last you can actually manage an international team, which is awesome. So your reputation as a manager grows in Career Mode. You will now receive offers for a chance to manage an international team in addition to your club side that you're already playing with. Fantastic. So your reputation now is really under the microscope, and a Career Mode will dictate the quality of the international job offers you receive. So if you do bad, you're going to get crap offers. If you do really, really well, you know, push for the titles, get into semi-finals, get into finals, win cups, you're going to get a half-decent job offer, which is really awesome. One of the factors I really like, which I'll just pick up on here, is rumours about interested nations will circulate in the press for some months before you'll actually receive a firm offer. How cool is that? That really does give you a sense of realism. You know, job offers are always flying around. Speculation is always rife within the football world, and that is really, really, really awesome. I do like the fact that, you know, they've gone for it again. Realism. Squad selection is a key part of your national management duties, obviously, and the deadlines for selections, you know, are set 1 week prior to friendlies, 1 month prior to tournaments, have to be met, which is fantastic. And again, another thing that they've done really, really well, I should say, is international management has its own Career Mode hub, keeping your club and country separate. So you won't get bogged down in one sort of hub, which is fantastic. I really do like that, and got to say, well done to EA on that. So in-match live scores updates, as you know, on FIFA 12 we get top right-hand corner, stupid little pop-up. No great information. So the factor of this one is, we now, while we're playing our Career Mode matches, we'll receive audio updates from McAnally and Shreves, and they give a fantastic example of Dempsey scoring a goal at a free kick at Anfield to make it 2-1, X minutes played, and there's interaction, which is really cool. Also, you can this is really great. This actually blows my mind. This is really fantastic for two reasons. You can select and deselect matches you want to hear about in the audio prior to your game starting. So if you're in a relegation battle coming near the end of the season and you only want to hear about a few teams above you, you can select them. How cool is that? That really is nice customization and a little bit of authenticity that I really, really do like. So player stories. This is really cool. Player stories. Interaction with players is now more regular and with instant feedback received based on managerial decisions at last. Also, player stories can re-emerge some way down the line, you know, be it a few weeks, be it a few months, based on your results, you know, buying a player, selling a key player, and bad runs, which is really, really good. I like that. And also, specific player stories also occur when managing an international team, meaning you have to keep both your club and country happy. Fantastic. I really do like that. And that's really cool. And let's move on to the Be a Player, Be a Pro, VP. So once you've chosen your player, be it a virtual pro or a real player, you'll receive a set of season objectives to complete from the manager. Now these are sort of things, you know, it is obviously dependent on if you're a defender, midfielder, goalkeeper, etc. what will shape these objectives. So, as well as season objectives, you will now also be asked to achieve objectives every 4 matches. Now this will include goals, clean sheets, pass, tackle, completion percentages, etc. The quality of the opposition over the 4 games will decide the values that you are asked to achieve. So I would presume if you're playing for a mid-table team, the teams below you, you know, they'll expect your percentages to be far higher, more opportunity to score goals. The higher teams you're playing, I expect the percentages to be fractionally lower and less chance of scoring goals. So instead of having, say, 2 goals in 4 games, you probably have 1 goal in 4 games or something like that. Well, that's really, really cool, and I do like that. Also, you have the option to request a transfer or a loan, which is really awesome to gain that much needed match experience. So another thing that they brought in, which I think is fantastic, and something I learned from NCAA 13. When I left my high school, went to college, and I was a second pick. I wasn't guaranteed a pick at all. I had to battle it out in training to prove to the coach that I was good enough to be the running back for Virginia Tech. Anyway, that's slightly different. So, if you choose to play for a top club with a low-rated VP, you will now not be a first-team starter to begin with. You will be loaned out to gain experience first, which is fantastic. That does actually give that element of realism. You're not going to go and take Messi's place or be able to go and play alongside him at the cost of David Villa. That's really cool. Also, if you're fatigued and playing badly, the manager will now just take you off, which is great. I think that's really fantastic. So you've got to really pay attention to your passing, your tackling, and you can't just run around like a headless chicken. Also, once your playing days are over, you can retire and take up management, which is pretty standard. They brought in a new system called classified results. After each match, highlighted way too much there. After each career mode match, you'll now receive a rundown of classified results through an in-game audio. Think of basically, they put here, the BBC final score. How cool is that? League table updates, feedback to you. Now it does say that these aren't as regular audio sequences, but it's not the point. It's a nice little added touch, which I think is really, really cool. In the manager's office, you can now view any available managerial positions via job posts. This allows you to choose to change clubs mid-season. So if you're actually in a half-decent club and you think to yourself, we're not going to make Europe, let's bail out, you can. How cool is that? So I want to touch on transfer negotiations, but let's just quickly break down the other three first. So let's go to breaking news. Breaking news basically is a new Sky Sports style overlay which will deliver breaking news and top news to the career mode hub. You edit players. You'll now have the ability to edit player appearance during the career mode seasons. This option has been locked by the EASFSC catalog. Hold on, EASFC catalog. Sorry, I put an additional C in there for some unbeknown reason. Also a user interface. You can now read news articles from the media panel while the game is advancing. For the first time you enter your career mode, you basically get an overlay tutorial that guides you through each panel and how the function works and what function does what, etc. So, transfer negotiations. Awesome. The transfer system has been completely rewritten. Thank the Lord. Now you can offer players plus cash for a trade to the CPU. So awesome. That's really... That's one of the fundamentals that anyone who plays career mode really, really wanted to see in there. There's nothing worse than not having enough money but wanting to get rid of a player and you can't add him into the deal. Now you can, which is really cool. Be interesting to see what the comebacks are, because not a lot of players might want to leave your club if you're a big club, etc. So that will be really, really interesting. When offering to loan players, this is fantastic. You can now set a future purchase price to sign the player permanently at the end of the loan period. Awesome. That's something simplistic that should have been there already, but now it is. I'm very grateful. Also, when the CPU makes an offer for one of your players, you can now choose to counter offer and ask for the money you want. And then the CPU will obviously say yes, no, or make a counter offer. So, for example, my career mode with Newcastle had a huge amount of offers for Ben Arthur, and rightly so, because he's a quality player. And most of them were like $1 million above what it was valued and $1 million below what it's valued. Well, if I was going to sell Ben Arthur, it would be for 15.5 million, plus. So that would be like my bang. So I make a good profit on him, and it's a worthy deal. Now I can do that. That is fantastic. Also, contract negotiations, you now contain advice from your chief exec. It's basically going to give you some form of guideline of how much, wages, etc., value, blah. That's pretty cool. Also, when you offer your contracts, you can actually say to the player, do you know what? You are a star of the future. You're a crucial player to my team. You're an important player. You're a first teamer. You're a rotation. I want to build my team around you. Bang, that's a crucial player. Which is fantastic. That gives, as a football player, you want to hear that. They want me as a crucial player. Gives you more emphasis to sign. So hopefully the CPU will take that into consideration and more chances of getting some decent players to your team. Prior to making a firm offer, you can inquire. You can actually go and find out if the player is available and how much they actually want for him. A little bit of background work is always nice. That gives you a little bit more time to balance your resources, to make sales, to get the extra quids in, or have a look at their team and think to yourself, well, they might want this player, and then do a player plus cash, which is brilliant. Also, a financial strictness setting will limit the percentage of players' sales that go back to you in a transfer budget, which is awesome. this is realistic. You know, if I sold, again, Ben Arthur for 15.5 million, I'm not going to get all 15.5, you know, I might only get 10 million. 5.5 will go back into the club, which is fantastic. An element of realism. It's going to make it more competitive, it's going to make it a lot harder, it's going to make it more exciting, hopefully, for my viewers to watch, for you guys to play, and for all of us just to have great fun on FIFA 13. So now what I'm going to do now is just show you a few images, and we'll discuss them. So yeah, I'll catch you in literally 2 seconds. Welcome back, guys. I'm Devil Sniper, and these are the screen images I was talking about. So pretty much the standard format layout, stats panel, menu, breaking news, all where we expect them. Now at the bottom it says press right stick on news about a player, or left stick when you highlight a player name in various screens to view their action pop-up. From there you can view important information such as shortlist them for yourself, inquire about them, or actually make a bid. So when they're disgruntled, as we spoke about earlier, you can actually just make a quick bid on them, which is quite cool. So as we move on, this is a career mode shot from PSG. And basically, the manager, Santiago, has accepted an international role for France. Unlucky. But what I do like about this is the way it gives a good amount of information, and it makes you feel immersed into the game. It makes you feel like you're part of the game, which is really cool. I like that aspect. And then they take it to another level with Arsenal. A big pop-up just in. I'm having a great time this season, said Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain when quizzed by children at the local school he visited yesterday. He's exceeded the roles. I love that. It also, not that we can see it, you can see on the right hand side, you can scroll down further, so it gives a lot of content, which I really do like. So it's nice to have that sort of feedback. So I thought I'd take a couple of images from the EA Sports Football Club, and this is just like a basic one. As you can see, support your club is still there. My XP today, bottom left hand corner, today's average XP, bottom left hand corner. Also there's daily caps as normal and levels, etc. I'm not sure I'm happy about those. Now this is a nice presentation, I like this. As you can see, basically you've got the EAS FC catalogue top left, then your challenges, support your club, leaderboards and news. The leaderboards, the function that is up on the screen at the moment, looks very well presented. I quite like that. It's nice to see it a little bit bigger than what it is currently on FIFA 12. Not sure about the daily cap again. From there it says 2,000. A little bit disappointed. I'd hope it would be more because, you know, people play FIFA a lot. As we can see here, he's highlighted the EAS FC catalogue. Now, one will presume the next screenshot, or I can presume because I put it in, the next screenshot is going to be him going into this actual section and looking to make a purchase. And as you can see, they're actually going for the Man City 1884 historic kit. Now that seems to be 500 credits, which shouldn't be too much of a bother for him because he has 17,415 credits. But what you will see is just at the top, the salute goal celebration would cost 650 credits. So you're going to actually have to do a lot of budgeting, and it's interesting to see the credits there. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and yeah, stay tuned for more FIFA 13.